Hello and welcome to MK Group, the UK's leading independent repair specialist of Gledhill PulsaCoil 3 boilers. This video has been produced to help diagnose common faults with your PulsaCoil, helping you with some simple steps which could potentially repair the boiler without the need for an engineer's visit should you be experiencing a lack of hot water. Step 1. All PulsaCoils have a header tank to keep the thermal store full of water. Is the green light on the front of your unit off? Check the level of your header tank. This is the small grey metal tank located on top of your PulsaCoil. Remove the white plastic circular lid and check the water level. As you increase the level of water, the green lights should come back on. Do not overfill the unit. As a rule, put the palm of your hand on the grey tank and at fingertips you should touch the water. Small amounts of water are continuously lost by evaporation and minor leaks. Header tanks are conventionally connected to the main supply with a float valve. But due to difficulties installing overflow pipes, many builders do not do this. The end result is that the water in the thermal store gradually reduces over a period of time. Eventually, the system stops working and the only action the repair engineer takes to fix it is to top up the header tank with water. From feedback received from our customers, the PulsaCoil header tank can be located in difficult locations and sometimes it is not easy to access it to check the water level. MK Group are pleased to be able to offer you the opportunity to have a new style header tank with sight glass installed on your unit. This new sight glass allows water levels to be checked safely at a glance, regardless of tank position. Future checks should then be as easy as opening your airing cupboard door. Step 2. Check that the correct electrical isolation switches are on and off. Understanding the concept of cheap rate electricity is essential to running a PulsaCoil economically. Due to the way electricity is generated, there is surplus capacity during the night, and this is sold at a far cheaper rate than daytime electricity. You need to make sure you are on the right billing tariff and have a dual rate Economy 7 electricity meter installed. The most common cheap rate or night rate tariff is called Economy 7, but there are many others according to which electricity supplier you have. Electricity used during midnight and 7 AM is typically charged at about 1/3 of the price of daytime electricity. PulsaCoils are designed to take advantage of this price difference and should be wired up so the lower off-peak immersion heater, which heats the whole of the tank by virtue of being fitted at the bottom, heat rises, is only powered during the night. The off-peak isolation switch should be on at all times. The on-peak upper immersion heater, which only heats the top 1/3 of the store, is connected to the daytime, expensive supply and is intended only to be turned on in two circumstances. Firstly, temporarily by the user on the odd occasion that the hot water runs out before the next automatic off-peak reheat, or, secondly, as a backup should the main Economy 7 heater element in the bottom of the tank fail. So the on-peak switch should generally be in the off position. Unfortunately, many users leave both immersion heaters turned on permanently. This results in unnecessary high day rate, expensive electricity consumption. And worse, it masks failure of one or other immersion heater, as the other heater continues to provide hot water. The first heater element failure only becomes apparent when the second one fails too, and then there is no backup element available to provide emergency hot water. The backup element is not intended by the designers to be left turned on all the time for these reasons. The third switch should also be left on. This switch controls the printed circuit board, sensors and pump. Without this on, you will have no hot water. If you are unsure of the electrical switch controls for your PulsaCoil, or if they are not labelled, call and arrange for one of our qualified engineers to attend your property to label them correctly for you. MK Group have found that many builders have not installed a secondary off-peak supply to the PulsaCoil, and instead have fitted a time clock. Should this be the case in your property, you will need to find the manufacturer's user manual and check the settings of the time clock. We recommend setting the time clock from 12:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. and then a secondary boost later in the day between 3 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. These times should be adjusted as necessary to coincide with your cheaper off-peak electricity tariff. MK Group are able to install a new style time clock which will enable full control of your unit should your time clock not be working. If you are experiencing a lack of hot water or suffering from erratic or temperamental supply from your PulsaCoil, call the professionals. Call MK Group. If called before 10 a.m., we aim to offer a same working day appointment. However, on rare occasions and in peak periods, i.e. heating season, this may be a next working day appointment. All parts are stocked on our vehicles. All work is guaranteed. Only directly employed engineers in MK Group uniform will attend. No subcontractors are ever used, unlike our competitors. MK Group offer a range of fixed price repairs and standard rate options. If your boiler is working and you would like to prevent costly future repairs, why not take out our insurance policy?